Hello there, and welcome to this episode of Down with Mountain Lions. Sitting next to me is
Sean Gillen.
And I would appear to be Cal Tweedy. Today we are discussing what would happen in the event of the technology holocaust. The technolocaust.
A massive technological failure.
The big, if all across the world, universally, technology failed and bailed on humanity, and all of a sudden we were left with the remnant, the ghosts of technology.
Ghost of technology.
Yes, and we were left...
God, imagine being haunted by all the ghosts of the mobile phones you broke.
Oh, God, there'd be Nokia 3310s all over the shop.
Just broken phones warbling at you.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, speaking of phones, right?
Yes.
We wouldn't have, obviously, well, you say technology's gone. So would we return to tin cans with string?
Oh, yes.
Just literally, just picture street. Instead of telephone cable, you've got string going everywhere.
Yes.
It's connected to tin cans next to windows, and everyone has to use that to talk to each
And you have to have a certain tin can per every person you would imagine you'd speak to. So say if I have 5 friends, I would need 5 incoming string attached to 5 separate tin cans with a friend labelled on them.
You have to label them correctly.
Labelled correctly.
You don't want to ring the wrong person, would you?
Yeah, you can't exactly speak down the can and go, sorry, wrong number, because,
I know. Well, email, you wouldn't have email anymore. You have pigeons with letters tied to them.
You'd go, and attachments.
Like photos.
And movies.
Like just little cassette. Actually, that wouldn't work. There's no technology.
I'm going to send this pigeon with my PowerPoint presentation over
to my boss.
Over the head office or the smouldering remains of where it used to be.
I hope they survive. with Facebook, there wouldn't be any Facebook. So we'd go. Facebook would turn into literally writing on people's walls.
But yeah, I like that Facebook would actually go completely literal. If you did want someone's attention, you would actually have to poke them.
You'd have to go to them and poke them.
You'd have to go to them and poke them after having written on their wall. I do like that. That's a very good idea.
Banksy would become a master of new modern day Facebook.
Banksy would be the new... What the hell's that kid who
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Banksy would be the new Zuckerberg when it comes to Facebook, definitely.
But you'd have to work out what the hell he means.
Speaking of computers and emails and so on, Bill Gates, who obviously owns the horrendously large, almost impractically large empire of Microsoft, second only to Darth Vader in terms of empire,
Definitely.
he would... what's he to do now? All the technology's gone. There's his niche. Not really a niche. It's a huge, huge worldwide market. I imagine Bill Gates, within months, days, would be hunted down by a pack of stray rugby players.
They become feral.
Be a feral rugby
They don't have a
player.
pitch to herd them in anymore.
Feral All Blacks would hunt down Bill Gates as mere snacking. Depending on whether they ate Bill Gates with carbohydrates, it could last him anywhere between 2 to 5 hours.
Yep.
And then they would just keep on with the rest of the nerds.
I know, yeah. People obviously with big CEO of companies, technological companies,
Yes.
Zuckerberg would just become another regular everyday geek again.
Yep, and then all of a sudden you've been eaten by the London Irish.
I'm right, it happened. I've seen it happen. It will happen. It's going to happen.
It's happening literally right now. Yeah. Okay. Subject, just to take the subject away from, literal technology of emails and stuff. Imagine world wars.
Yeah.
Say a world war happens again. I would imagine, there's no tanks.
Yeah.
There's no aeroplanes. There's
guns.
There's none of that. There's no radar. What would be the point in having,
Well, because obviously nobody had any wars ever before technology. That is a fact.
It's a total fact. The science men even did a test.
They did a big test and it was right.
And I was right. That was the findings that Cal Tweedy was right on that one. I think these days, if there was another world war, the world leaders would simply have to gather in a room on a mutual country, like an uninvolved country.
A mutual country.
A mutual neutral.
A mutual
Hey, that's nice. Take that, Sweden. And then they would simply arm wrestle each other, but having a pen in each other's hand, and they would push down and say if you win the arm wrestle, you would sign a piece of paper declaring that the enemy has surrendered. So it's an opposite surrender treaty arm wrestle, and that would be the only real way to do
The
it.
only possible way of working out any disputes between countries, other than thumb wars.
Yeah,
Instead of literal wars.
literally thumb wars. Who
Thumb
can
wars, pen walls.
grow your nail the longest and put
Hungry
anthrax
hippo.
on the end of it? That's how it would. That's how it would work. Yeah. Here's a point that Sean is staunchly opposed to. It's my theory that in a world without technology, come on, let's think of the real victims here. How would the sex industry fare?
Biggest industry in the world.
No,
The original industry.
Yeah, that was the only real industry ever. Bigger than the church.
Yep.
You know? Right? So, imagine, right, so sex toys, they're all, permeable existent, but they don't work. Okay, what else?
There's no batteries. They don't work.
Yeah, right. So, instead of a sex toy, what else could, say, a woman use as a phallic sex toy, right? So I think masturbation using a sex toy for a woman post technology fail/bail would be more like, it wouldn't be much erotic. It wouldn't be very erotic. It would be more like a trust exercise, but twixt her and a bottlenose dolphin.
A bottlenose dolphin.
And I know that I can see you there, Sean, rolling your judging eyes. But,
Recoiling in horror.
yes, but a bottlenose dolphin.
That's literally the only thing you could think of. A trust exercise.
I have spent. Well, you wouldn't trust a dolphin with your nether parts, especially since they can see the technology's failing and they might be up next. It might be their turn.
I know, but a bottlenose dolphin. I could literally list 100 of the things they could use in this apocalyptic wasteland, other than a bottlenose dolphin.
Give me one such example.
A plastic bottle, a cucumber.
Where is
a
the
pen.
fun? Where is the fun in a plastic bottle when you can put it on something's nose and have it swim to your vagina?
Oh, really?
What?
Really, Carl?
What? All right.
Men would have to use beavers.
You just dragged yourself down to my level.
Well,
Down to my level.
It has to be done. Men would use beavers.
Of bestiality post-apocalypse. Women would have to use
Society
bottlenose
would
dolphins.
collapse. It's a simple fact.
Dolphins might actually...
There's no computers, we have no email, Facebook is gone, women are shagging dolphins and now stuffing beavers. This is the world we live in now, Callum.
Do you hear that, Bill? you want to pull your finger out, Bill, because this is all
Well,
the
put
way.
your finger out and save humanity.
Yeah, you want to appoint a successor quick, Bill. Yeah, but I would. That is the three main points I could possibly identify from technology leaving this earth. And of course, you would no longer be able to listen to these podcasts. So
that's luckily it's a good thing that these are still lasting for quite some time. I mean, I could talk for hours and hours.